this is the beginning. Woo! Okay, there's just this crazy, amazing magnetic energy that's happening right now, and there's so many synchronicities, like detailed. I'm not talking just like, oh, I saw numbers over and over again, because don't get me wrong, we love those, we love that, we're grateful when that happens, but I'm talking like detailed. I can't even begin to tell you. It's just, it's like when you start seeing the Matrix echo. Like, okay, so I felt that I gotta like sow from this energy, I guess, like sow, you know, sowing seeds from this energy. So we give thanks. And you know what? I just need to clarify something. Like even though I perceive that it's a different formulation than what the understanding that I was brought up in. I just want to say though, like I just got to say like the Christ consciousness is the one that I reside within. Okay? I just want to make that clear. And like I want to make that clear because not out of some sort of obligation, but out of like an utter gratitude and out of an utter like when you know, like when you've walked through fire and you come out not even smelling like smoke, yo, like you just, you know, the Christ consciousness is the thing. And the spirit of Yahuwah, you know, like is the thing. So anyway, we just give thanks. So here's the cards that jumped out. Surrender. And you know what's crazy is like as I'm reading this, it's like the shift. Did you experience the shift that happened recently? There's just been this energetic shift on the other side of that full moon thick energy. And it's like vibrant, it's like exciting, it's like glow up, it's like new beginnings. And the surrender in that energy is different than the restless surrender that I think so many of us are really familiar with. The surrender in this new energy, this new beginnings energy is like so, it's like freeing. It's like when you're a child that doesn't have to worry about anything because you just it doesn't occur to you because it's like everything is so handled for you because you're cared for. It's just like it doesn't occur to you. So you just surrender like all the things. It's like I literally know that everything's going to work out. I've been through so much. And also I don't rely on my own understanding. You know, I'm not trying to make all the choices for my life. Like I'm trusting my divine team to lead me, guide me, show me, and bring everything in perfect timing. And they are, you know, like it's happening. So this surrender is this like light thing. It's not the surrender where it's like, oh, if I have to, like, when, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm just like praying that you catch that revelation and that you that whatever that the elixir of this good vibes that I'm flowing in is like translated to your timeline or transferred or like it catches fire on your timeline, or like what's another way to say it, like like it's contagious to your timeline, like that, you know, that you can just really catch the revelation that like no, the surrender is freeing. It's not this like scary thing where you have to put it down and hope it gets handled. But man, it's crazy how many of us have lived in that survival mode for so long. And like also how many of us had so few divine teammates for so long that it was like, if I put this down, like I don't know if anybody's gonna tend to that, you know? So anyway, illumination is our portion. This is illumination right now, you know? Let it be so, may it be so. Removing toxic. So surrender came and then removing toxics. Like surrender to the process, surrender to your divine team, working things out for you, because like it is a process of removing toxic. And the beautiful thing about the surrender is like if you're not sure about some things, it's like I surrender and I'm gonna allow you, I give you permission to remove the toxic off my life or whatever. It's just then whatever happens, you get to have a peace with it. Like, you know, like even when like lulls happen in relationships, like if there's like downtime or whatever, it's like you get to know that, hey, if it's meant for me, what's for me will find me, what's for me will find me, no matter what it looks like here. What's for me will find me. What's for me will find me, no matter what it looks like here. So, just like that's the knowing, the know that you know that you know that you know. That it's all working out for you. It's working out for you. It's such good new beginnings energy. You're illuminated, and like the illumination is about to take over. The illumination is going to take over in such a way that surrendering is easy. You know that it's automatically removing toxic. It's automatically purifying your atmosphere. The illumination is like that refiner's fire that not only pollutes, or not pollutes, but purifies the pollution within you, but and also like in your atmosphere and in your timeline as a whole. Let it be so. You walk in favor. You walk in favor. You walk in favor, which allows that surrender to be even easier. And tend your inner fire, for it creates the illumination that we were just talking about. Tending to your inner fire allows for that ongoing purification process. It allows for that ongoing illumination for your path. So remember to tend to your inner fire first and foremost. That you know, that fire within you that allows you to the vitality to keep it going. By the way, sacral chakra came out, and drink nature's water also came out. And I remember when I saw this, drinking nature's water, I was thinking that was meant spiritually, like spiritually, drink the living water of life. Drink the living water of life spiritually. And so that could be through grounding outside, through literally going into like a body of water, literally, of course, drinking clean water, especially if it could be spring water, or like Berkey water, and then also spiritually, like cleansing your being with subliminal sounds that are reprogramming, meditations, guided meditations. Like drink nature's water, the spiritual water of life, in every way you can, through celebration, like in some circles they would call it worship, you know, but it's like celebration. It's celebration of knowledge of that like everything's coming through. Like get into that high vibe way. And then also sacral chakra. So tend to your sacral chakra. What was the inner fire? I honestly don't know. Let your intuition lead you on what this tend to your inner fire and the sacral chakra. I'm getting the nudge intuitively that those are like related somehow. And I honestly don't have any details as to why. So go look that up, or just follow the nudge to tend to ensure that your sacral chakra is in balance. And then think about, you know, maybe even ask spirit, like what does that have to do with tending to my inner fire? Like, what does that have to do? How is that related? Let's see if there's anything else that wants to come out before I hang this thing up, yo. Was that one trying to come out? Spirit, what do you have for the beloved collective? Spirit, what do you have to say to the beloved collective? Ooh, this one's amazing. Each assumption has its corresponding world. Each assumption has its corresponding world. So as you are visualizing, as you're drinking the living water of nature, remember to be thinking in the direction of your wish fulfilled, into the direction of the divine identity manifesting, taking form, working out. And you don't have to know how it's all going to be. Just visualize that it is, because and assume it is. It's the law of assumption. Each assumption has its corresponding world. And so assume that you're loved, assume that you're wealthy, assume that everything works out for you. Just live in that assumption. And then remember, the reticular activating system in your brain, it's the RAS system, is looking for proof of whatever you're assuming. So that's how come some people perpetuate misery or poverty or whatever, because their brain has experienced, and those fearful experiences that produce like the panic are way more they stand out to us more than the life-giving ones, because they trigger that fight or flight, fear, survival thing, you know. So it's literally a discipline to start assuming things are going to work out for you, and then to start looking for any tiny little proof that that's true, that that's what's happening. And ignoring all the rest. Like ignoring, being like, oh, that's not the thing. Like, oh, all of creation just like gives me the opportunity to show if I'm really believing this or not. And so whatever that little hiccup was, I'm not going to take the bait on that. I'm in surrender mode. I'm in surrender mode because I'm illuminated. I got a lot going on. I'm in surrender mode because I'm illuminated. So I don't fear. And instead I assume that everything's working out for me. Because my sacral chakra is in balance. I'm drinking nature's water, not only physically like H2O, but also, dousing my life in the purification through my inner fire being well lit. Because I walk in favor. And I know that 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 fire and the favor that's associated with my life is naturally removing the toxic, because I've given permission and I've declared that my life attracts and holds on to everyone who is for my path, and it repels anybody that's not. It is so. The breath of life. The breath of life. I breathe the breath of life, and I breathe it in such a way that it influences everything. It's not just my deep breaths that allows my vessel to enter into rest mode, but it's also the breath of life of knowledge, the breath of life of surrender, the breath of life knowing that everything is working out. So yeah. Reconciliation. Ooh, okay. Wow. We've seen this card multiple times, and yet every time it comes through, it comes with a different message. This time it's like, yeah, reconciliation with self, check. Reconciliation with the ones that you're meant to be with, check. But reconciliation in your life in a totality kind of way, where justice is being served. Justice is being served. The reconciliation of the books of your life, like in like accounting, in banking, when you do they call that balancing your drawer, like reconciling, it's like all of creation is going to come together to serve up the reconciliation of your timeline, to reconcile things that were stolen from you, things that were stolen from you in any timeline, in any lifetime, in any dimension. You can call back your power, and also call back anything that was taken, that was not that you're supposed to have. I did another video on this about ancestral, journaling, what asking spirit what the journaling prompt would be to write down what your ancestral lineage should have had that was stolen. And what's crazy is I was just thinking in this timeline or this realm, but you can talk about any realm from any dimension and any timeline. There's got to be some pay up that comes with that. Trust your inner knowing that this is all coming together for you. Okay, one last pile. Let's see if there's anything more. Ooh, fire. Of course it would be. Deep roots. Congratulations. Your deep roots are going to be what upholds this giant blessing that's about to hit your life. Didn't we just pull inner knowing? Out of your mind and into your inner knowing. Out of your mind into your inner knowing. What the heck? I literally have the same cards written exactly twice. That's how important this was. Deep roots. And it's, look at that. They're almost exactly the same. Even my handwriting and everything. Deep roots doubled. Maybe that means that you have a divine counterpart that also has deep roots, that's also going to come and hold, experience these blessings with you. May it be so. All right, we're going to stop it here. You have now quantum leaped. Congratulations. You have now quantum leaped into a new timeline, and it's about to be lit, yo. Be blessed, be well, be free.